Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Drink Minimum, the podcast that refuses to get canceled. Part of that reason is because of a comedy legend. He's the man on your screen right now, host of this show, Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward, your Pentelis, and
me.
Our friend dressed like a fancy couch cushion.
You are a fancy couch cushion. That's exactly what it is.
If I owned a yacht, two hot chicks would be sitting on you right now.
Yeah, that was the ruse, Mike. It was to trick the women into sitting on me.
That's a good trick. And I like your hair. You got like the Superman hair.
Yeah, the curls.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I got a haircut. I'm feeling fresh, bro.
Yeah, you're Super Sailor.
Yeah.
Super Sailor Moon, bro.
Yeah, you're super cush. You're cushiony good, Poseidon, and luckily you survived the mass canceling. So far, Poseidon, despite your numerous accounts of sexual harassment on the internet, you have yet to be canceled. The only thing he lost was one time he got his Instagram account. His original Instagram account was banned by Instagram because he was sexually harassing Amanda Cherney, one of the models on there. So that's the limit of cancellation for Poseidon.
I wasn't sexually harassing her, good sir.
Debatable.
I made a little joke, okay? I made a little joke in one of her comments. And
what was a little joke? Hey, whore.
Yeah.
I guess either she did.
Show me your tits, whore.
Yeah, he threatened to beat her mercilessly.
Either she didn't like it or one of her fans didn't like it. The joke was, this was years ago, the joke was she was dressed like a mermaid, right? So I'm like, what are you doing whoring it out up there in the land? Come back, the kingdom needs you. Sebastian needs you, some shit like that. I was pretending to be the crab, you know,
Just
her sidekick
nonsense.
crab. Yeah, just nonsense. I was just fucking around, bro. I was bored. And I said that, and then the next day, I go to open my Instagram account, and I can't. And I get an email from Instagram that I what did I do? I broke one of their community guidelines or some shit like that.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
The term whore, though, you have to imagine the people are going to take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
even if it's a compliment. You look beautiful, whore.
Yeah. I called her a whore and everyone's fucking flipped out. They took it like an insult.
I don't know if it's her or her stupid whore fans.
Yeah. Someone is taking whore out of context here.
Whore shouldn't be an insult.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you hear the word whore and you're like, that's not an insult.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem, Poseidon.
Maybe. I like the word whore.
I like you in your shirt. Honestly, I like the Greek sailor look.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You look like you're selling octopus by the beach.
Yeah. Or you're gonna go play soccer for Argentina.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. You're Diego Maradona.
You're fat Maradona, yeah, after the coke ran out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's true, though. That's how he looked. So, Mike, everyone's getting canceled. I don't know if you saw this. It's kind of fucking hilarious. Like the Chris D'Elia stuff, you saw like those messages to chicks, all that. That's like whatever. That's in its own category. But Jimmy Kimmel now is apologizing. They're really trying to hang him.
They're trying to go after him because of the blackface thing.
Blackface, and apparently he did like a parody song where he pretended to be Snoop Dogg and he kept dropping N-bombs.
Okay.
And they're like, you can't pretend to be black. That's cancel culture type of shit.
But he did that. Yeah, he did that in the 90s.
96.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing now. They're going back, right? That's why they're taking down statues. They're telling people in times where people owned slaves, like, we're canceling you because you owned a slave. But they weren't doing it to piss off people in the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
They didn't know.
You think that's what they were doing in the Deep South? They were going, this is going to piss off people in Seattle.
Yeah.
280 years.
Wait till Sean King gets a load of this. It's just going to be... So it doesn't make... A lot of it doesn't make sense. Now it's just everyone... And wrestling had like its own Me Too movement last week. So a lot of people...
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people involved in professional wrestling were trading their stories. One guy was talking about how his trainer kept whipping his dick out at him. People were getting like sexually harassed. I think one woman came out and said, okay, I lied. But the rest apparently were like, a lot of people were saying the truth.
Yeah.
But there's, and the WWE and AEW are all like freaking out now because all kinds of people are coming out saying, this guy sexually harassed me. This chick said this. This guy said this. And it's like a schoolyard.
Yeah. But it's all guys that are fucking like roided up. So their testosterone is like the levels are off the chart, with girls that are wearing bikinis So of course they're gonna make stupid comments.
Yeah, that train's gonna go off the rails. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not. But it's just. I'm not saying it's crazy. Like it's. I didn't expect it. It's just. It's fucked up that everything at once now. Everyone's like, me too. Me too. I have problems. Me too. I got issues. So, and how much of it is real? There's a lot of bullshit in there too. And also, how much of it is actually cancelable? You know, like people are overreacting, but some of the stuff isn't really. Some of the stuff is like, I felt uncomfortable around him. He was giving me this weird look. Like he didn't touch me or anything, but I thought that he wanted to. It's like, yeah, why do you tweet that? That's a nothing. That's a nothing. That's not a. You're jumping on the wrong bandwagon here. That's not a real assault case. So I don't know.
I think all of the Me Too things, if you can tell if it's actionable or not, you have to. Like my wife is really good at that. Since she's in her 40s, she'll hear shit like that and she'll go, "Yeah, who cares?"
Yeah.
Like some things she'll go, "Okay, that guy's a fucking definitely a rapist, definitely a fucking molester, abuser, whatever." But sometimes it's just a creepy fucking weirdo. There are a lot of creepy weirdos.
Yeah, I know, dude. There's creepy weirdos in my neighborhood. There's creepy weirdos that I know that are creepy with anything. They're just they're socially they're awkward. I'm not gonna fucking call them out during this movement. Poseidon knows. Poseidon's one of them. Poseidon recently decided to camp out in front of a girl's house at midnight, and
I didn't camp out. Okay.
Now he's nervous. He's like, "Yo, there's a movement happening."
Look, I'm a little bit of a hopeless romantic. I just don't know how to express it.
That is amazing.
This is why I dress like this, bro.
You're a hopeless romantic. I love that.
So did you whip out your penis in front of those ladies?
Hey, whore! Yeah. Whore!
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Ma'am, get your whore daughter.
You had us at hopeless. Honestly, that's where you had us at hopeless. We're like, yeah, we're on board with you. I don't know about the romantic part.
Yeah. So what's going on with Chris D'Elia? Because I saw like he hasn't tweeted anything right since the accusation started.
No, but he's been sending me all kinds of Snapchat dick pics though. That's he's been busy.
I saw a TikTok video of him. He was after this whole thing happened with him. He was I guess in his backyard, and it was a video. So you know how there's like the living area, and then there's like the sliding doors that goes out to the porch in the back.
Yeah.
He was there. He was just flexing like this. He was like like he was flexing all angrily and shit. I was like, that's
okay. So I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm hearing car horns. Your fucking fan is on. It is chaos down there for the audio listeners. It's chaos.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but it's very hot.
You're a hopeless podcaster.
Yeah. How about you keep the window open and you close the fan so that people could listen properly? And then you just
is the fan really that bad?
It's me and Mike can barely hear each other. He's gonna start sweating.
He's gonna be so hot.
This is great. It's a good gag. Oh, there he is. He's back. You
I put it at half the strength.
You look like you look like someone's Greek stepdad that just walked out on them and went to live on an island. You're hilarious, but you look like all those old Greeks that I see on the islands.
I know. I saw it. I was at H&M. And I'm like, so what I did, okay, so I'm going to tell you how I bought this shirt. So they're like, you're not, at H&M at Rockland, they're like, you're not allowed, there's no fitting rooms. They closed them. So you can't try any of their clothes on.
You see, that's the problem is that you misunderstand. They said, sir, you don't fit in here.
So the thing is,
sir, you don't fit in that blanket.
So fucking good. So I know a lot of their clothes are made a little bit more
slender.
For the slimmer, right?
Yeah.
And I see this shirt. I really like it. I like the texture, right? How it feels on my body and shit.
I bet you do.
So I see it. I want to try it out. So she doesn't let me try it out. So what do? I buy it. And she's like, you have 30 days to refund it. So what do? I go down to the bay where the fitting rooms were open. I grab any random piece of clothing, walk into the fitting room. I don't even try what I grabbed. I just tried the shirt on. I saw it fit. I'm like, perfect. I'm buying it. I just put the article back and I left. All right, modern problems require modern solutions.
That is why the Bay is going bankrupt. Yeah. Because they're letting people try on clothes from other stores.
They're so desperate to have people in that store. Yeah. Like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You could try on other clothes. You can do whatever you want. But you know what? At least it's not the worst thing you've done. That's actually a smart plan. It's just, it feels goofy though. It feels so goofy. You didn't feel like a goof?
Yes, but nobody noticed.
Except for that poor lady at the bay that had to clean the dressing room after.
Sir, that's not a dressing room.
What happened in here? The sperm on the walls.
Yo, I was speaking of outrage. I saw a tweet yesterday from Sean King. I don't know. Do you know who he is, Mike?
Yeah. He's the
white guy that's been pretending to be black.
He's
for
the white
years.
guy that pretends to be black. That's offended by everything.
Yeah, and it's just acceptable. So that guy, he wrote that they got to start taking down statues and paintings of Jesus because it's white supremacy. Because they need to make him black. Like, it's white supremacy because that's how Jesus was a Jewish guy, right? He probably looked like Larry David more than anything. But the point is, that's white supremacy. So to him, I have to change all of my like historical figures, like in Greece, because if I show them the way they really were, that is somehow a supremacy thing over him. It is psychotic shit. That's what I'm saying. You give people an inch, they're gonna take a mile, and that's what just happened. Yeah. Did we?
Or
I think we lost Mike, and he froze at the funniest place.
Oh shit!
Are you looking at that? You seeing that, bro? That's hilarious.
He looks.
That is the greatest.
I can't tell if he's high or drunk.
Yeah. We literally, my God, we caught him on the seizure. Yeah, the seizure.
There you go. He's back. He's back.
There he is. Mike, what happened? Look at him. He's trying.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back.
Mike, that was
computer's fucking up.
It's froze. I can't wait till you see the video. Mike, it was.
The weirdest part.
It looked like you were having a seizure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just froze all fucking bug-eyed. It's amazing. These are the happy accidents that sometimes occur.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, Mike, so that's what the guy wants. He wants anything that's...
He wants black Jesus.
Yeah, but what doesn't... You can have black Jesus, but to take down white Jesus, or I guess Jewish Jesus, it's... first of all, it's weirdly... It's odd. It's an odd form of racism, but it just seems funny to me because he's the kind of guy that will go to Greece and be like, these fucking statues, make them black. It's like, yeah, but they weren't black. They're Greek guys. It's fucking oppressive. Like, what are you talking about? They're just representing the historical figures.
People are going to paint they're not gonna buy new statues of Jesus. They'll just paint them.
So Jesus,
which is worse.
They're gonna make him do blackface.
Blackface Jesus.
Yeah, and like that's acceptable now. Kimmel can't do it, but Jesus can.
Yeah,
it's the whole bullshit. Like when Netflix made Achilles black.
Yeah,
it's like in the Iliad. It says, "Fucking." It describes him to the T, golden hair.
Yeah, his blonde hair, all that.
And Netflix is like black man.
Yeah. But you know, some of this stuff is funny. I kind of like the stuff that like it's so exciting. Like I saw in the Chaz zone, they had a park, Mike, where they set up and there was rules in the park. Black people were only allowed to be in the center, doing all kinds of black people park related activities, and white people could only be on the borders looking in at them. That was the rules. So they created a zoo for black people. It's so crazy.
That is so fucking racist.
So racist.
Next level racist. Like you get woken up, you go right back to sleep, bro.
Jesus.
It's so stupid. They're like, listen, this is what we're gonna do in order to help black people get equality here, because I don't feel like they're equal. We're gonna put them all in the park and we're gonna watch them. And then you have white on TV people like, oh look, they're just like us. They're eating, they're high fiving. All of that is racist.
How are they gonna get their food? We're gonna throw peanuts at them?
Yeah.
And bananas?
Yeah, exactly. You don't think there's anything wrong with this? No, I don't think there's anything. No. In fact, also anybody who's black on cereals or syrups, we get rid of them. We can't have any representation of black characters. It's so nuts. This is the greatest timeline right now. We're watching the collapse of society because of idiots.
Yeah, this is crazy.
You know what? What's that movie, Idiocracy? They were right. Idiots actually are ruining everything. They're destroying this whole world. They didn't even know how it works.
Yeah.
So they can't rebuild it.
Man, yeah. Or did you watch the video of the white dudes in chains and they were whipped and shit?
Oh, dude, I saw that. But that's just those are people that are not good in the head. They're not right in the head. That's just like
I didn't see that. What is that?
So it was a guy in a megaphone. It was a black guy in screaming into a megaphone. This is what it feels like. This is what it looks like. What if the roles were reversed? Basically saying, what if black people had enslaved white people? And they're like, this is what it would have looked like. and they had these two white guys in chains, and they were basically like slave style, carrying them around by making them walk.
Gang.
And they had whipped them on the back, and the two white guys were like, and then there was another white guy that was pretending to be like a slave master. I was like, look down when you don't look me in the eyes. No.
So it was a white guy with white slaves,
and a black guy in a megaphone.
No, it was a it was a black guy with it was a black guy with white slaves, and it was a black guy also on the megaphone, and they had these two white dudes.
Because you said there was a white guy as a slave master.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it was a black guy as a slave master, and he was dressed like a cowboy and everything.
Okay.
Well, not like a cowboy, but like, old timey.
He was dressed like George
describing
Washington.
a porno movie that you saw.
These chicks never came, but they still had fun.
Well, a lot of the comments were like, "Wait a minute, this isn't Pornhub."
but here, Poseidon, you know why that's mental? It's because first of all, imagine if the roles were reversed. Those roles don't exist now. Those guys that you reverse the roles, they don't own slaves. That doesn't. But right now, you know what's crazy? That there is slavery in Africa, in Libya right now, and people aren't addressing actual. There's human slaves. There's sex trafficking happening, and no one's focused on that. They're making fake slave situations instead of going to the real ones.
Yeah.
And if you call them out on it, you're an asshole.
You know what?
They're all cosplaying. They're all basically cosplaying as revolutionaries. They're all LARPing. To them, this is like those people that you see with the styrofoam swords playing on the mountain every summer. It is the same thing. They're like, I'm a hero. I'm helping racism. I'm a slave. What the fuck are you talking about? Why don't you go help the people that actually need it? You dummy.
It's because they're too afraid. They're too afraid to face that reality. So they create a reality that. This is what I think. They're afraid to face the actual reality happening on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
So they create this fake reality to feel better about themselves of the fact that they didn't do anything about that reality happening over there. It's because they have that powerless feeling that they can't do anything about it. I think that's what it is.
I don't know. It's we should just give up on Seattle and Portland. Just give it to Antifa. I mean, they had it for a week and already everything's destroyed. There were shootings yesterday. They said there's not going to be any crime, Mike, because there's no cops allowed in there. So then people started getting shot and robbed, and the ambulance went to go help someone, and the ambulance refused to go in without police escorts because these people are shooting each other. We don't want to go in without the cops. And they're like, you can't come in here without if you want to come with the cops. So it's like, you're going to let the people die because you're not letting us in with police, but we don't want to come in without cops because you're shooting everyone. We can't take a chance.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
It doesn't make any sense.
Psychotic.
No
it's completely psychotic. Yeah.
The only way you could get rid of the cops and have less violence is if you didn't tell anyone there was less cops.
Yeah.
Like if you told people, look, there's going to be less cops, so we've hidden cameras everywhere, and the cops that we do have are highly trained, then that might scare people. But if you're just like, this is a zone with no police, you're just going to get bullies that are going to come in and they're going to take over.
There's the power vacuum. Because I don't think I don't think the goal is less cops or more cops. I think it's just better trained cops. That's what I think is the actual goal.
Yeah, that's what they have to do.
Yeah, that's what should really happen. It shouldn't be I don't know how getting rid or adding more, because if you add more shit, right? It's not going to help. And if you get rid of people, you're probably going to get rid of some good ones too. It's not going to help. It's better training. That's what I think it needs. But this whole civil fucking war type of scenario where it's like, this is a new zone, it's an autonomous zone. Also taking out all the statues. I find the statue a little ridiculous. I think Stevie Ray Vaughan's statue was also vandalized. Like now they don't even know who the statue is. They're just vandalizing it.
How the fuck can a guitar hero, how can someone think he was like a Civil War general?
Yeah.
Look at this goddamn racist with his guitar.
Yeah, they just see statues now and they're like, statues are the oppressor. Yeah, and they keep calling everyone colonizer.
I'm surprised though at how many, well, I get where there's so many Civil War statues, but it's weird how America gets angry about those generals, their statues being taken away. Like they're the ones that lost. They shouldn't have had statues in the first place. Yeah,
normally winners get statues. I agree.
Yeah,
but I'm not too because I don't feel like the statues hurt anything. So I'm not for taking out the statues and all this stuff. I'm not really for the statues, but I don't like people that take a position like I have to join everything they say.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with the statues, but I saw a report on they're changing for sure now. The government came out here in Quebec and they said they're changing the name of 11 places that have the word nigger in the actual location.
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of there's Nigger River.
Yeah, I saw Nigger Rapids. I was like, yeah, Obviously, fucking change that. It's not the same. The statue, taking down McGill statue, that's also, I agree, that's stupid. But that's fucking crazy. Like, first of all, imagine if you're black and you want to go on vacation, you pass time with your kids, and you're looking at that on the map, you're like, son of a fucking bitch.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's unfair.
So I agree. That shit, change it. Obviously, it's fucking 2020. Like, this is fucking retarded. And you know what the crazy thing is? So I was looking up, I go, this can't be a real place. And it was a real place. It was called Nigger Rapids. And you know why they call it that way? Because of a black couple that I think drowned there or something. So I was like, this is shit that you have to change.
That has to,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is the kind of shit that it's not a debate thing. This is like in a civilized society. That's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't have chink mines. You know, it's like, oh, there was a mining accident here. It's psychotic to keep names like that. So that I agree with totally. But it's just like taking down McGill statue, the school. I don't, that's the weird thing that I don't. That's the stretch. But all the other stuff I agree, man, because it's not just offensive. It's weird because, like, let's say historically wise, let's say like in 10 years you keep it that way, and then any kid, is like, hey, how come it's called that? And they go, because black people died there, they drowned, and then it's like you're bringing it back to being a shitty thing. You're like, so you named a place to racially make fun of two people that died.
Yeah,
like that's fucked up.
What are they gonna do? Like, did they get rid of the McGill statue, or they want to get rid of the McGill statue?
They want to get rid of it. Here's who's they, right? These activists don't represent everyone.
People,
yeah, they don't represent everyone. What they were suggesting was to rename the school and to get rid of the statue and any ties to McGill.
So, like, plus McGill is like one of the most respected schools in Canada.
Yeah.
So changing the name of it is stupid. Like, if we find, I don't know who Harvard was, but if we find out Harvard had sex with little kids, I still want a Harvard diploma. I don't want like the new name, like, because it's McGill has been like a super respected university for 200 years. So even though the founder might have had he did have slaves. He was a piece of shit, but that doesn't change anything about the school.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm talking about. Context, right? Context matters.
Yeah.
Right now, when you think of McGill University, I never even thought of the person ever until it was brought up now. I think of McGill University. They take the name right now. The name represents that. The issue I have with the locations is because everything I hear about those locations, it's just aggressive against black people. So that I understand completely. That makes total sense to me. Like if there was fucking Greek Mountain, it's like, well, actually, it would be kind of funny, but I'd be like, yeah, maybe you should not call it fucking Greek Mountain. You know what I mean? Change it. But the McGill thing doesn't make sense because you're only associating it with the university. You don't associate with the person. People who go there don't take a crash course into this guy's history. They just think of McGill as the university. So the context matters. So I agree with you. I think that they're not focusing on the right stuff. But honestly, the location thing, when I saw it, at first I was like, oh, this is going to be dumb. And when I read it, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm all for this. Yeah. I would sign this. This I'm for.
And they're still named. It's still named Nigger Rapids.
Yeah, how fucked up is that? Like when I was like, that is like then I could see black people around that area, like living there every day being like, are you guys fucking serious? Like I'm your neighbor, bro.
Yeah.
Like I could see people getting pissed off about that. That it bothers me. I'm not a black guy. So I think that's stupid to name an official location like that, So that I agree with. But again, you give you have to be careful because even though that's logical, the other stuff like attacking Winston Churchill statue because he was associated with Nazis, that's crazy. Yeah. It's not the same thing.
And plus, like, just the way, like, you see how our attitudes change. Where's it going?
He's hot. Oh, he can't take it anymore.
Did he put his face in the fan to get a bit of air?
Look at him. You look like a weird pimp.
Yeah. All you gotta do is slow down your breathing a little.
Hey, Poseidon, you want me to give you one of the old headphones since we upgraded the studio?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
If you don't like those, you could take the headphones you were using at the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you thinking, Poseidon, about getting a portable AC?
Maybe. Yeah. Why not? It's starting to get bad, so yeah. I'm probably gonna buy one.
Do they have portable ACs like that don't make too much noise?
I'm not sure. I think
Not
they
really.
make a lot of noise.
Then fuck that. Because I was gonna say if they have one that doesn't make too much noise, Poseidon, I would buy you one. I would use it one day at the studio to record if it's hot, and then you could have it at your house.
I think
okay.
the portable AC, the one that makes the least amount of noise, is the one we have at Le Bordel,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it still makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Okay. I would get a window one though. I found for like 150 and stuff like that.
Yeah, do you have guillotine windows at your house? Like they
No,
go up and down?
they're sideways, but you could still place it, I think, and then put the thingamajig there that blocks and put some duct tape, and you're good to go.
Doesn't I don't think that's how it works.
That's
but-
not
How does it work then?
not like that. I'm pretty sure. Bro, you
What
got some
can
fucking
do
duct
is
tape.
You turn your building sideways, then you don't need the duct tape.
Yeah.
By the way,
You
Mike,
have
they
to
lied
sleep
to us.
on your wall.
We could have had a spectacular episode in your backyard.
Yeah.
The fucking fake news
Yeah,
media
yeah.
lied to us again.
Goddamn weather report.
Yeah, for days, like it's gonna be raining Tuesday. You can't do it outside. It is beautiful outside, Mike.
Thunder showers.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my shorts here. It would have been great. We would have had legs for Dez on the show, but no.
I've been I don't know if you can tell, but I've never been tanned my whole fucking life. But I've been spending my days outside. My face and arms are super red.
It's gonna turn brown.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, you're gonna get a good color to you.
Yeah,
I have to get out
eventually.
more. I gotta get out more. Get some more. It's been deterring me. I like it. I'll go on the balcony a bit, or if I have something to do. But I like it so much inside because I have AC here. I keep forgetting how it is outside. Every time I walk
Yeah.
out, even in the hallway, fuck man, it's like death. And I keep forgetting what the real temperature is like. I'm like, oh, why are people panicking? It's so nice. But then the second I
Yeah.
get outside, I'm like, holy shit. No.
Look at the difference, because when I drive, I get a tan on this one. But look at the difference between right and left.
We can't notice that. You just look like you're doing weird wrestling shit.
Really?
Yeah, you look like that's your like wrestling moniker. You're doing some like weird shit. You're like double fisting anuses, bro. Like you look.
Oh, by the way,
Poseidon double fist.
did you see the whole thing with Trump there? Did you see the memes of him being sad and shit? There was
Oh,
a
the
video of
sad
him.
Trump.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't see
What
yet.
was that? What was that?
I don't know.
Why was he
memes.
sad? Something about Tulsa?
Tulsa,
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
Rally?
It's the first time you see him like defeated. But I get.
I've never seen him show emotion.
Sometimes.
I've never
What's
seen
that?
him show actual emotion. What was he sad about?
Yeah. He was just it might not even been about that, but he just looked like someone after a shitty day at work. You know, when you're coming back from work, you're like, fuck this job, fuck Susan in accounting. I'm gonna start my own goddamn business.
Yeah, stupid bitch. Why? What
Yeah.
happened?
don't know.
I think it was after
me
his speech in Tulsa.
What did he
Like
say?
Since there weren't as many people as he thought there were going to be, but of course there's not going to be a lot of people. It's during a fucking pandemic.
Yeah, I don't know. It bothers me too. Whenever I see people talk about more people should be here, people didn't. It's like, yeah, it's a fucking pandemic. What are you? You're lucky about that you get the people that you get.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
Tulsa.
it's a good picture though. I saved it just to send it to. Like I send it to everyone on my French podcast, like just as this is how my manager looks like after every meeting I have with them.
just defeated. This is Michelle crying.
Apparently, there wasn't as many people as they expected.
Oh, okay, that's not a reason.
But it's
It's
because
funny.
of
The
the
first time I
pandemic,
see him show emotion is because of that fucking guy.
I think he just looks tired, man. Don't forget the
Yeah.
guy's like he's what, 74?
He's a 75-year-old man.
74, bro. 75. The
A
guy doesn't even
75-year-old billionaire that
Yeah.
he should be wearing your shirt right now
Yeah, on a beach.
on a
Maybe
boat,
that's why he's
just
sad.
fucking relaxing.
Dude, Poseidon,
That's why he's sad.
I guarantee you, Poseidon, no matter what you want to say, no matter what anybody says, we're going to find out in the future. He in no way was prepared to win. He didn't think he was going to win.
Yeah.
And it showed, remember the delay on him getting on stage that night? I guarantee you, he's like, wait, are you guys fucking kidding me right now? How is this possible? I don't know, man. People don't like her that much. They don't trust her. And he's like, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. I was going to start a network. I was going to bang some models.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
And he's like He's like, okay, at least it's just 4 years, and then fucking, and then he's like, God, okay, so you're getting a guy with dementia. Who's creepy with little kids. God damn it.
Are you trying to keep me here?
My boat.
Yeah.
Every time I leave, they fucking bring me back in.
Yeah, exactly. Because now he's like, there is no way. I'm not even going to try. But they can have this. And they give away dementia Biden. He's like, are you guys fucking joking right now? Are you guys fucking playing it? Like, are you guys trying to keep me hostage in the White House? What the fuck are you guys doing? But I've been looking at the libertarian candidate. The lady
Who's
there?
the libertarian candidate?
Jorgensen, I think her last name is. I like her. She makes me laugh. She's been putting up funny memes. Like she's trying like, I'm here too type of thing. It's like, you can't win. It's not possible. Yeah. But it's just, but that would be the real fuck you if people are actually fed up of the status quo. And that's what they would do.
Getting a third party candidate in,
But that's how, if she doesn't win, which she won't win, but then you have no one to blame about the systemic stuff, right? Like the system is flawed and it's broken. The same shit keeps happening because you had a chance to actually put a wrench in the system and you didn't take it.
Yeah.
So,
but even if she wins, I think whatever she wants to do, I don't think it's gonna work. They won't let her. Type of thing.
Well, yeah, you always get another. But I think more reasonable than other people because right now Trump, the left, like they hate him. And Biden, the right fucking hates him too. So there's no room for compromise. You need someone in there that wants to just wants to do good for the country.
Yeah.
But it's very hard.
Do you think we're seeing the downfall? You know how like before Rome fell and all that shit? You think this is the same thing happening with the United States of America?
I don't know, bro. I'm a dummy. I don't fucking know. It could be. I mean, but shit goes up, shit goes down. I don't know. It depends. Yeah. But it definitely could be.
I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, of course you hope it doesn't. You fucking live here. You're gonna get the Chinese military coming over trying to take over the country. The second there's a civil war. Yeah. Poseidon in a war would be fucking hilarious.
What a weird. It is a weird time though. It's very Yeah, I'm never nostalgic, but the last couple of months I've been thinking about the 90s a lot. Going, fuck, I'm happy I lived through the 90s.
The 90s were a good time.
90s were fucking amazing.
Yeah. Even the early 2000s were good because technology jumped. You still had the sensibilities of the 90s, but technology jumped. But because of the beginning of 2000s, fear crept in. Remember, because of 9/11? 9/11 changed all kinds of shit for everyone.
Yeah.
That's when,
Did you see the description for the Will Smith movie, the Aladdin he did last year?
Problematic or something, or out of date.
It says that these contained scenes or attitudes that were okay at the time but are now problematic. But it was produced in 2019.
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's no winning.
Imagine someone that was in a coma. Like
oh fuck,
the one in a coma in 2009. How much you must be freaking out right now, getting out of the coma now.
Yeah, getting out of the coma. You won't believe anything you see.
Yeah, I don't think though. Like there's what I think people would really need just be to sort of unite to realize that we're all pretty much the same instead of looking at the differences we have. But I don't see it going that way.
No.
If the right and left are getting, the right, anyone from the right is a monster for the left, and everyone from the left is a monster for the right. Yeah. So it's just fucked up. It's a weird time.
Yeah, we're not getting together. It doesn't look like it because people, like I said, they jump in and they want to join full swing whatever the fuck the group tells them instead of making decisions. Like they can't separate. You know what I mean? Like the statues. I think most of these statues being taken down is fucking stupid. However, I agree if a fucking location is dropping N-bombs on someone, we could change that. You know? You don't have to group in on everything. But now it feels like people are like all or nothing. They just close their eyes and like, whatever he says, I'll do, which is crazy. Don't you love living in a free society? Yeah. Making your own decisions, having freedom of speech, being able to speak out against things, which again, they're trying to stop too. Like YouTube keeps fucking around with people demonetizing big channels the second they say something against YouTube. It's fucking crazy. It's a weird. Yeah. We took advantage. We have all these freedoms and we fucked it up. Best time to be alive and we ruined it.
Dead in America and Canada.
Oh, Canada, we never had.
Canada, we died before the States, but
but the UK is the worst.
Yeah, UK sucks more than we do.
Yeah, they try to put Count Dankula in jail. They called him a Nazi. You know that for that pug video?
Yeah.
You know they called him an actual Nazi? Like the newspapers there were referring to him as a Nazi.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
his dog too, because his dog was watching the propaganda videos. So they called him and his dog Nazis. Like, first of all, a dog can't really be a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know what the fuck it's just so stupid. It's so dumb.
But I feel like in the UK, people in general kind of walk around with a stick up their ass. Like I saw a video. I think it was a TikTok. Basically, this
It was a man putting a stick in his ass.
So
a lady with a stick in her ass.
No,
like she squirted on a guy.
No.
That was a YouPorn video.
Nazi.
Yeah.
So you know how here we get the garbage bins. I think it's free or something with the building or whatever. You know
what?
There you have to like. You know our garbage bins.
Story is going.
Our garbage bins and recycling bins
are free.
Our dumpsters.
I think they're free. They're just.
Sir,
there,
you are a
know
dumpster fire.
There's a garbage ferry that comes.
Yeah.
If you lose your garbage bin, you put the lid under your pillow,
Yeah.
and then you get a new garbage bin.
Yeah.
But apparently in the UK, everyone, let's say it's a building, everyone from each apartment has to chip in for the rent of the bin, or something like that, or the rent for the dumpster, some shit like that. I read. Okay.
Where did you read this?
So
you haven't paid your garbage fees this month.
I assume because
I imagine you watching something about England and then going, I'm going to Google something. What is the garbage situation
in the UK?
In London.
It's like garbage situation in the UK, and he just gets a picture of the fucking London mayor, that guy Khan.
Oh god,
the UK dumpster fire. It's just that guy.
No, because I was watching a video and they caught this woman on CCTV cameras
taking a shit in one of the bins.
No. Basically, what she did was because she couldn't afford, I guess, or she refused. She was too cheap to pay for one. So what she would do is she would take her garbage, hop in her car, drive to another location, dump her garbage in somebody else's dumpster, right? So apparently, you're not allowed to do this in the UK. And the people that caught her got very angry, and basically they went through her garbage. And
they beat the shit out of her.
No, they found one of her bills, and basically found her address. And then they were complaining of how, like, oh, she doesn't want to pay for a dumpster or whatever, you know. We're gonna teach this lady, but like, imagine
only you find these fucking stupid videos. Is that really a modern British crime,
bro?
I think like that's what I saw.
Did you like? I can't go buy air conditioning. I've fucking my investigation about the garbage in Ireland.
Yeah. Did you mix your banana peels with my orange peels? You fucking bloody cunt! Is that? It's so stupid.
So they had what they.
One of my neighbors last year stole my garbage bin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what fucking neighbor, but it just pissed me off because I brought my garbage bin out to the street.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, I brought it back, and there was like one of the wheels was broken, and the lid, like there were 3 or 4 things broken on it. But I could tell it wasn't the garbage man that broke it. It was just a different garbage bin.
Oh god!
So then I was like wondering what fucking neighbor stole my garbage bin, and I was angry for like 2 months.
It's just a principle.
And then finally, my wife just called the city, and they sent a new garbage bin. And right away, I wrote my name and address on it,
so nobody takes it.
like a fucking lunatic.
That's where the haters are gonna put the bomb in. They're gonna just see your big name, and the address like, this is him. We're gonna put it in the trash.
Yeah, but how did you find out about the what led you down that rabbit hole?
Despite popular belief, Mike, he has a lot of free time on his hands.
Okay. So you were on TikTok?
Yeah.
I thought TikTok was just like people dancing and hot chicks.
Also people take videos, they do shit like this. And like what they ended up doing was they repackaged her garbage and then brought it back. Like, because they ripped the bag open, right? To look through the garbage to find the address.
Who the fuck wants to play in garbage that mad?
Because this is how petty they are. I'm telling you, this pandemic has gotten some people really like on edge, bro. So what do? Is they repackage her garbage bring it all the way to where she lives, and dump it on her front door.
Fuck.
Just petty.
I wonder if there, you know how people we clean our groceries when we get home. I wonder if people were like, "Fuck, I can't touch her garbage. I'll clean the garbage before I look through her shit."
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I know. I saw this and I was so upset. Oh no, I think it was a Facebook video. Yeah, I think it was a Facebook.
It doesn't matter,
video.
honestly, whether it's TikTok or
TikTok,
Facebook. That's not the dilemma here, Poseidon. I like that. That's where you stuck. You're like, was it? It could have been Facebook, guys. I don't want to mislead you.
Yeah, and then we would have went, "Oh, okay, that makes sense then."
Yeah, on Facebook that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a dummy. They have too much free time in the UK, I think.
Yeah, and you figure, like this woman, like, because I remember when I first moved to Montreal, like early 90s, you could, like, if the garbage on your street passed on Tuesday, you could kind of do what they do in New York and just leave it whenever you want.
Yeah.
And that was okay. Anyway, the neighborhood I was in, that was okay. And then they changed that so that it was only, if you could only bring it out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it had to be in a proper bag. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to keep doing it the way I was doing it. But I stopped putting like bills in my garbage so that they wouldn't know who the garbage was from.
Good.
So you figure if you're going to put your garbage in someone else's bin, don't fucking leave your address or have pictures of you at your wedding.
Poseidon, what were you gonna say? Because I destroy. Now that you mentioned that, Mike, I destroy all of my the address part when I recycle the boxes. Here. I don't keep the address on it because I feel like you could do identity theft with that. No fraud, because you have the address, the name, the number, all that.
No, not identity theft, but I guess they can know where you live, your name, your full name does that.
Well, if they're going in the garbage, they already know where I live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who lives there? Type of thing.
You just said me.
What? So you just repeated what he said.
Yeah.
No. So
what as a question?
I get rid of my name so that they can't do identity theft. They can't though because they don't know your name. Yeah, but if I leave it, they'll know my name. Oh yeah.
No.
They're gonna steal your identity.
No, sorry. What I'm trying to say is they know the address, but they don't know who lives there. So they might go and like, let's see who lives here, type of situation.
People are very curious.
Yeah, a lot of.
You know what? Change the subject. I'm not. That was stupid.
He's just digging a stupid hole with his tongue.
Yes, I am.
So our stores now, is everything back to normal?
I think I went like I bought that house out in the country.
Yeah.
And when I went into the grocery store, I had a mask on, and people treated me like I was fucking crazy. They were like, "Who cares? Who cares?" And I was like, "No, but we have to wear the mask." They're like, "No one's ever gotten sick here." And but then I told them I was from Montreal, and then they were like, "Okay, keep the mask." But it was like in the country, everything is normal again.
I don't know if I should, because I go to the grocery store and I'm not wearing the mask, but everyone else is. So I'm like, should I wear this mask to make them feel better? Like, I don't know.
The mall is super annoying.
Yeah, what happens in the mall?
So every store you fucking enter, you gotta put Purell on your fucking hands.
Yeah.
So by the end of your fucking thing, your hands are melting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's super annoying. That's fucking
okay.
annoying.
You know what's annoying though? Let's be honest, guys. I don't know how it is in the States, but here there's a lot of places that use the cheap Purell, not real Purell, the knockoff, and it fucking stinks and it's sticky in your hand. You feel like someone jacked off in your hand. I hate that shit.
I hate it too.
You give me one of those, I'm gonna fucking smack it in your face.
I went into a hardware store. I hadn't been out of my house in ever since the beginning of the pandemic, but I went to the hardware store and I fucking overdid it. Like, I had a mask and I had latex gloves. So I'm in my car, I put the gloves on like I'm fucking Dexter. And I go into the hardware store and they're like, you have to wash your hands. And I was like, I'm wearing gloves. Like, my hands are never going to be as clean as these gloves. So I'm not, so I actually pretended to take a glove off to wash. I actually pretended to wash my hands
instead of washing them.
People wouldn't judge me.
But it doesn't make sense. I'm going to wash my hands and then put these gloves back on, and I'm going to use these gloves to touch everything. It's idiotic at some point.
Yeah.
And also the shaming. I saw tweets from people that I know that They're like, how the fuck can people walk around without masks and without the 2-meter distance? But the same people were tweeting about how good the protests were last week, and everybody's got to get out, and you got to do your part and get out. See, you told people last week not to get out, and now you're saying, fuck, stay home, or if you're out, you better wear a mask or 2 meters. Like, what are you worried about? I don't understand. Are you really worried about something? Because if you were really worried about this, there would be no exceptions.
Yeah.
You'd be like, stay until we get rid of this.
We just like judging people.
Yeah.
That's a shitty thing about 2020 is everyone judges everyone else. And if they're not exactly like we are, we think they're garbage.
Yeah, I do think most people are garbage.
Yeah, and it's weird how we generalize everyone the way that racists generalize races.
Yeah. I do that.
It's fucked up.
With all different races.
Yeah, human beings are garbage people.
Well, there's something else in the universe, though. They said they found like another 30. What did they say? There's another 36 intelligent civilizations out there.
Really?
Yeah. Last week they that was one of the theories that came out of the space community.
Fuck. 37.
37, I think. Yeah.
In our galaxy, though.
Yeah.
Smarter, like what is smart for them?
That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, do they know anything? This is just speculation.
Because whenever you hear that, you're like, oh, fuck, there's intelligent life on whatever planet. And then they show it's like fucking like some
fungus
microorganism. Yeah, look how smart it is. It lives in shit. And it grows for 2 weeks and then dies. You're like, fuck, that's not that smart.
I think they based it off, for example, let's say like how old we are here, how old the sun is, how old this planet is, and then they go, well, there's another galaxy, there's another solar system that has the similar stuff, and they've been around for this long. So I think they're gauging it like that. I don't think they actually.
Okay.
I mean, we would have known if they made contact, or if they made contact, they're keeping it a secret. But I think we would have known if another civilization made contact with us.
I'd love to find out that in these 37 other planets, that if they're like 400 years behind, they're discovering like slavery,
and we cancel them
slavery, and they're like, yes, let's build a statue for the slave master.
Could you imagine if we actually discover a civilization that kind of looks like us, but let's say they're all gray, for example, but they still look humanoid, and right now they're about 400 years behind us, let's say, like roughly, and they do have slavery, and the first thing we do is judge them and cancel them. We get mad at them. And then we have people, when we have meetings with them, people are yelling, not enough women. There's not enough women in your council. Or there's not enough people of color. And like, we're all the same color. We're all gray. Like, what do you want us to do? Are we going to have to paint Johnson? Like, what the fuck are we going to do to appease these people?
Yeah.
I think we wouldn't be that we would. But I think a lot of people would right away jump on me like, these guys are medieval. Kill them. That's why we can't have anything nice in this universe.
No. Yeah, because wherever, like the way, if they're 400 years behind us, we're definitely going to judge them. And if they're 200 years more advanced than we are, they're going to judge us.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a weird fucking, it's going to be an awkward meeting.
So everyone's always just fucked, basically.
Well, because look at now, Poseidon, we're talking about in our own, like all the people that grew up around us, right? And in our own lifetime right now, we haven't taken a time machine. We see lunacy. You're like, that is incredibly stupid. I don't want to be part of that. So imagine someone from 100 years from now. They're like, what are you fucking retards doing? Yeah. What are you dummies up to? What are you, taking down statues? What about like diseases, or there's still people that are hungry in the streets? There's fucking countries that are still... Yemen is getting fucking butt fucked on a daily... You guys aren't taking care of that shit? Like, we can't, we gotta spray paint fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan's fucking statue. It doesn't make any sense. They're gonna think we're retards. And none of this makes sense. All the effort that we're putting into nonsense.
I even saw videos, bro, that broke my heart, man. One of them, this one guy threw a firecracker. A homeless man was sleeping, and he lit up like a crazy firecracker and threw it on the homeless man. And apparently it lit him on fire and shit.
Did your dad survive? Yeah.
No, but like crazy shit like that. And I saw another one. This guy started beating the shit out of a Macy's employee.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, but he lied at first. He
Crazy
said that
shit.
the Mason Floyd was dropping the N-bomb. He's like, he was on the phone, and he called me that. And the guy apparently didn't even have a phone. He was fixing the belts, and he got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't good. I'm just laughing at the situation, not at the guy. I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah, I know.
But
I
I
was
think they-
laughing at the joke about
His dad?
Poseidon's dad. Because if his dad was sleeping and someone threw a firecracker at him, he might think it's his own firecrackers that exploded because that's his security system.
Yeah, anytime he senses
Someone
danger.
comes too close, fucking firecrackers go off.
We haven't heard anything from the inventor. Does he reach out to you during this, or no? He stopped.
No, he does, but I haven't, because I've been busy, so I haven't really spoken to him. He told me what's up today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
reply?
call him later on, check up on him.
Did
I
you
told him Happy Father's Day.
like a day late, 2 days late? What'd you do?
No, before yesterday. He called me up. Well, I think I spoke about this already.
We didn't.
Anyways,
Yeah.
he called me up and he's like, "Hey, what's up, guy?" I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, yo, what's up? How you doing?" And he goes,
That's true. He calls you guy.
He calls him guy. Is it the best? And it's always very jumpy. Hey, what's up, guy? We're good. Sorry, I walked out on you, guy.
and he goes, and he goes, "What are you doing today?" I'm like, "I'm busy. I got to do some stuff." And he's like, nice. I'm like, "Okay. What's this phone call for?" He goes, "It's Father's Day, huh?"
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah, you told me. And then I told him to say. I told him, she said, okay, when you find mine, tell him Happy Father's Day.
So I go to. So what I do, I go to. Oh shit! Happy Father's Day. All the best. Just nonchalant.
I'm surprised that was your moment to rip him and you didn't take it.
Yeah.
But it's not my. I don't know. I've said this to people. It's not my style to do shit like that. I
But
don't
you know what's crazy? What? That's not. Are you nuts? But you know what's crazy is that he called you for Father's Day so you could wish him. That would be like if I call everyone, like I call Mike on my birthday. I'm like, hey Mike, what's up, bro? It's my birthday, guy. Happy birthday.
And plus, like, since he left you when you were little, that's like if I called my like high school girlfriend and I was like, hey, today is the day that we would have been going out for 22 years. You left me. I told you I was pregnant. You punched me in the stomach and never called back. Yeah, but happy 22nd anniversary.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you get me?
What'd you give me, guy? Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey, the guy thing though is the best because
Guy.
he talks to his son the way he talks to the cashier at the gas station. Hey, guy, can I get up a pack of Demorier? Hey, guy, like, he talks the same way to Poseidon. It's amazing.
I know, but he has he's not a bad person though. He's,
No, he's not a bad person. We know a lot of those people. They're not bad. They're dummies. It's they mean no harm, but they cause. Oh, Mike, you know what happened? So our local gym that we go to is 24 hours a day. There's like a cluster. They decided during this pandemic, even though they made all their money, because people mostly sign up in like January, February, December. So they sold their building for $2 million, and then now they're declaring bankruptcy. They said, "Oh, we don't have any money, so we're shutting down," and they don't want to honor anyone's contracts. And so people are having like they're talking about a class action lawsuit because they don't want to refund anyone. And people, as of like a few weeks ago, they were as a few weeks before it all closed, they were giving out lifetime memberships for like $1,000. So they collected all the money that they could, and then
what
they
a
shut down.
fucking piece of garbage.
Yeah. But they're not gonna get away. Like there's people like me that we're gonna It's not gonna end well for them. But it's so funny that they thought they could get away with it. They're like, all right, well, we're sorry, we went bankrupt. It's like, no, you didn't go bankrupt. You sold the building.
And plus, like, but who was buying a lifetime membership for a gym during a pandemic?
Yeah. They're
Like, who was like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go back, but 1,000 seems reasonable.
I bought mine like 2 years ago.
Oh, a lifetime membership?
Yeah. So I had it to like lifetime, and I think on the contract it says till 2080 or 2090 or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But a lot of my friends had the lifetime one from years because it was just simpler than $200. Before the pandemic, years. Because it was just simpler than every fucking year, $250 or whatever. Just whatever.
You know what?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead, Mikey. Go ahead.
No.
Your thing is going to be more interesting.
No.
Go ahead. Poseidon.
Not feel bad.
It's a podcast. Keep talking.
But it almost feels like they did it on purpose. Like they knew they were gonna sell it.
Yeah, they knew because they were pushing those memberships before. You couldn't get a lifetime. It was hard. To get the lifetime when they were pushing it before. Yeah, that's why they're gonna get fucked because there's too there's too much evidence of fuckery, and all they had to do was refund the people that wanted refunds, and they wouldn't have had any trouble on their hands. But when you get too greedy, that's what happens. Yeah, me, I'm gonna give all my bills and stuff to a collector I know. Tell him, do your job, half of it's yours, enjoy. Or if you can get all of it and you make it interesting, you can keep it.
Yeah,
those are my terms.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, what a weird thing to do. If you know, I don't get those people that when you know that you're gonna sell, you're gonna make money by selling the building anyway. So why are you trying to fuck over a couple hundred people?
You just have to be a scumbag. You have to be a piece of shit. Like it's there's no ifs, ands, or buts. So if ever, like, I don't really know these guys, but if ever I had doubts, like if I didn't know them, this would have confirmed it. Like, okay, they're pieces of garbage. Like they proved it.
Like let's say they sell that membership to 100 people. $100,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you're selling a building in Montreal, you're selling it for at least over $1 million.
Yeah.
So you're better off making, a couple 100,000 by selling the building, and you're not fucking anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're fucking clean. No one could come after you.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the winnings, do whatever you want. Now you're going to have all these people, especially, like, we're not activists, right? But a lot of the people that they pissed off, like, they had a group and they deleted the group. They thought that would get rid of the people because they had their own group on Facebook, the Fit for Life group. And all these people, like, they're French Canadians. They all got together. They're ganging. They're the ones who, they'll go to the government. They'll find, like, they do all the activism shit. So these people must be annoying because these guys, I think they might have other businesses. Imagine you have a restaurant and then you have these people outside of your restaurant picketing it or whatever the fuck. Like they're starting arguments with hippies for nothing.
Yeah.
It's the cost of doing business. Refunds are part of business.
Yeah.
But not everyone's good at business, Mike. I've learned that. Not everyone is good.
No.
A lot of people are in business, but they're not good at it.
No.
What are you gonna say, Poseidon?
Also, greed is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, greed's bad.
Yeah,
greed will fuck you too. That's another example here, I guess. Just getting too greedy.
I found out, like, all of my shows, I had, like, upcoming shows. I might have had maybe 30,000 tickets sold for upcoming shows. And I was asking my booker to just refund everyone, but it was complicated with the theaters. I couldn't decide to cancel. They had to cancel or else I'd have to pay a fine. So, but I was pressuring them. I was like, we have to just cancel the show because we don't know when we're going to do shows again. And they kept on telling me, no, we can't cancel. And then last week I found out they started canceling my shows, but without telling me.
It's shit like that, dude.
Fuck, I asked you to do that in March. You said no. And now you're doing it. I'm happy they're doing it. But you could have at least fucking called me to see if it was okay.
And they threatened you with a penalty?
Yeah, they threatened me with a penalty, and then they just cancel. Because I had two messages on Facebook, people going, hey, I'm sorry your show got canceled. And I was like, no, it's not canceled. It's just postponed. And they were like, yeah, well, Ticketmaster just sent me money. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's probably canceled.
They made the decision without me.
Yeah, but I have one guy because I had like 2 or 3 messages of people going, I got reimbursed, and then one guy just tweeted out, and at first I thought it was a joke. He was like, I want to thank my wife for buying me tickets for Mike Ward's show in August, and I was like, is he fucking with me? And then I saw he wasn't fucking with me. His wife actually bought him tickets this week, and I was like, oh fuck, I hope. Like, I wrote back to him. I was like, I hope this show takes place.
But it's for 2021.
It was 2021?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
cool.
so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw August, so I was
sure. Oh, because when you told me, I hope the show goes on, I'm like, fuck, Mike is a pessimist. He thinks this shit's going to go on for another year. We're all going to die.
Fuck. No, it's just I'm lazy, so I don't...
I'm not going to look at the full date.
August, and I was like, fuck it. I'm busy. I got fucking things to do.
What about now that everything's opening up? They're even talking about doing comedy shows with 50 people and all that. When are we going to either do a show or fucking start going back to the studio? When are we going to make an official announcement?
I want to start doing shows as fast as possible. I I don't know. Like, I think pretty soon.
Yeah, I think
Pretty
it's coming
soon.
back. Studio shows.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those. No delay. Fucking.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be awesome. We're gonna get. How's Pierre, by the way?
I think he died. No. Last time I talked to him, he sounded better, but it's a slow recovery.
Yeah, the
He's
ribs,
like,
man.
He's in his 50s, broke 4 ribs and his collarbone, and it bumped his head. So I don't know how he's doing. Last time I talked to him was 4 or 5 days ago, and he seemed better.
You think he could do his job?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. The only thing, I'm not even sure if he can go up the stairs. That's the only thing.
Well, Poseidon
But
could
apart
help
from
him.
that, and he broke his ribs on the right side, so he'll have to learn how to do everything from the left side.
Jesus
but-
Christ. God damn, we got worked over this pandemic.
Yeah. We're the real victims.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, seriously. Yeah, it's us. So and I don't understand. So the masks officially, because it keeps changing every day. So are we wearing those to make people feel safe, or does it really make a difference? I don't even know anymore.
I'm wearing them. I think I think if everyone wears them, then we'd all be safe. But I wear them because I feel like if I have something, I'll keep other people safe. And if they have something, it's a little protection, but not really.
I
So,
don't know. I have no idea. Malls are opening up again too. Poseidon said that he was at the mall.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah,
I
they
don't
are.
get, like, you're inside a closed fucking. It's all
Yeah.
stupid at this
I
point.
think as soon as they open malls, everything should be open, right? And in Montreal, I think we haven't. Yesterday was the first day we went 24 hours without a new case of COVID, so that's a good thing.
Well, but we never know the real, because they say new cases, but that's
Yeah.
new cases from people that got tested, right? So
Yeah.
there could be people that got it, they just didn't get tested. So I think it's all
Yeah.
the way. I don't know, but there's no better way to do it. There's no other. What are you gonna do? Force people to get tested? There's no better way to do it than what we're doing right now. So I think it'll. I don't know. Wear the mask if you have it. You'll make people feel safe around you, and then maybe you'll feel safer too. But mostly,
Yeah.
you wash your hands, get some Purell. Like, just try your best to not fuck with people. I started paying cash everywhere, Mike, and I love that hesitation look that I get. Because like, and I want them to say something, but they never do now. They used to.
Yeah,
not
no.
anymore. Because like, this is the second they say we don't accept it, I go, you have to accept it if you're a business in this country. This is the only.
See-
It's the only thing you have to accept is this. The rest is all a nice bonus.
In the country, my country home, no one accepts anything but cash.
Exactly. That's the way it should
Like
be.
I had a guy that came out to do some work, and we were like, "Oh fuck, we don't have cash. We can transfer you the money," and he was like, "No, I want cash."
Because that's. I
Yeah.
like the way he said that. He's like, no,
Yeah,
I'm not playing your fucking city games.
yeah,
Huh.
exactly.
You sons of bitches. All right. Well, Mikey,
City folk.
before I forget, we got to plug some stuff here. So in case you guys don't know, I have a Patreon. Pantelis is Patreon. It's on patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where I get the bonus episodes out there, Mike. I look at your Patreon. I look at what you do, and then I'm like, I got to start doing some audio stuff. So I added an audio tier there so people could just get the audio in case they don't care about the video stuff. You could win shirts. And now starting, I think this week we're going to try it because I have some guys like Seabass and Helsan who took over the Discord, and they had mentioned a couple of weeks ago a good idea. On my live stream, I'm going to have people from the Discord be able to call in. It's going to be like a radio show sometimes. They're going to have segments where I could talk to people, and they're on the
Okay.
show. So we're working on that. So yeah, patreon.com/Pantelis. And for Mike, the #1 French language comedy podcast on the planet is Mike Ward Suzekut, and you could get that everywhere, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. However, you get them early and you get them live if you go to patreon.com/Suzekut. That's where you're gonna get them first, right, Mike? And the whole archive.
Exactly.
All of the archive episodes are up there. So head over there for Poseidon. It's ThePoseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. MikeWard.ca for all of Mike's tour dates when it starts picking back up, like the guy who bought his tickets for August of
Yeah.
next year. You might want to pick up a ticket for 2021. You know what's going to happen, but take your chances, man. You want to be first.
Yeah, I should. I'll write back to the guy to thank him.
Yeah.
Like, because I just thought he was crazy for buying tickets for this summer in a theater.
It's like, we're going to
But
fucking make it.
2021, that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that's gonna. You know what? I'm starting to be optimistic. I think October, the Just for Laughs in October, might actually be a good a good thing now because people are gonna be fed up by then. It's gonna have
Yeah. The only thing is though, like big shows like my show at the Bell Center, that's not gonna happen.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
I don't see like 20,000 people in one room going, I think we're good.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Because 20,000 people marching together is fine. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It might be okay. People might be cool with it. So,
we should make it a cause.
Yeah, we should. Mike's life matters.
If it becomes a cause, then we'll have 20,000 people and it'll be okay.
Yeah. Could you imagine if people come out to support some kind of stupid cause that you make up?
And it's just a cause to get more people on my Patreon.
Yeah, yeah, something stupid. Yeah.
What's this cause for? I don't know. It's $5 a month. It's US, and now they're adding GST.
Yeah, they're adding sales tax to it. So I don't know what it is, but apparently it's good to support it. So pentelcomedy.com, MikeWard.ca, the Poseidon69 on Twitter and Instagram. Thank y'all for checking this out, and remember, guys, go fuck yourselves.